What's up, everybody? So I just got back from my Foothills trail through hike. Haven't even really unpacked. I just changed clothes, took a shower. Need to get this stuff cleaned up, but I wanted to do a post-hike gear video for y'all, showing y'all exactly what I ended up taking, because I changed quite a bit of stuff between my section hike of the AT before after trail days and then my Foothills trail through hike. And I got some new gear at trail days. Anyways, let's go into it and I'll tell y'all what worked. Pretty much everything worked for me, but there's one or two things that just didn't work out for me. So yeah, stick around and let's get into it. First up, we'll talk about what I was wearing. I wore this out in the wildlife hiker trash hat, and then most of the time I was wearing my Sawyer Products t-shirt. It's mostly polyester. It's like a polyester cotton blend. It dries pretty daggone quick still though, and I just really love this shirt, and I love the company, and I love showing my support for the company. Then I wore my Piranha Stretch Zion pants, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to get a new pair where my prosthetics broke and it has a big chip out of it up here. That carbon fiber just cut right through my pants, so I got like a huge hole in there now. But these are my absolutely favorite pair of pants, but I found there's a little bit too warm for South Carolina. I got kind of hot, so on my hikes coming up, which I'll tell y'all about here pretty soon, I'll be switching to a little bit thinner pair of pants, or I might go with shorts, who knows. Next we'll go into my fanny pack and what I kept in it. Now, one thing that you won't see that I kept in here, well, two things, is my Rode Video Micro and my Hoya variable ND filter. They're both on my camera I'm using right now. This is the Hilltop Packs Roll Top Fanny Pack. I've gave a review on this thing. It's on my channel. I really like it. I just wish it had that outside pocket. And here I have my Hilltop Packs dual battery bag. I've kept my bad batteries on the red side, my good ones on here. And I carry 4 extra camera batteries, and that worked out perfect. I got about 1.5–2 days per battery, so I only had to charge up 1 battery for the last day, so that worked out good for the 9 days I was out there. I kept my wallet in there. This is just a Light AF DCF hiker wallet. It's perfect size, absolutely love it. In this case I kept my ND filter up here. I have my Tiffin polarizer right here, and down here I kept an extra SD card, which I ended up using one 128 gigabyte card and then about half of the extra one I had in here, because I took tons and tons of pictures and lots of video. Right here is the lens I normally film on during the day, and then I switched to this one when it's low light. This is the Sony 18-135 OSS. My A6400 is not stabilized, does not have in-body stabilization, but this has optical steady shot, which helps stabilize the image. But with both my prosthetics broke, I was kinda had a good little limp to me, so I'm sorry for the shakiness in my videos compared to my other trips, but I was trying to keep it as steady as I could, but whenever you got a limp to you, it's damn near impossible to keep the camera steady enough to where this actually does any good. But I'll have my new ones on my next hike, so my videos should be quite a bit smoother after I get my new ones. Only other thing I kept in here was an Anchor 13,000 battery bank. I keep that and a cord to my phone and my camera in my fanny pack. That way I don't have to dig into my pack if I need a battery. And when this one went dead, I just replaced it with another one. This system works really, really well for me. But I ended up carrying too much battery power. We'll get into that here in just a minute. Alright, outside of the pack, I had the Foothills Trail guidebook. This really was not necessary at all. Like, it was good knowing kind of sort of where water was, but there was water everywhere. Everywhere. I never carried more than a half a liter. And the trail is extremely well marked, extremely well taken care of, probably the most well taken care of trail I've ever done. Blazed the whole way, and every campsite you got to told you how far to the next campsite. So personally, I would not carry this if I was to do it again, which I will be. And I would probably just get like the pocket profile mat thing you can get. It's a lot lighter than this thing. I carried my regular Sawyer squeeze filter with the C-Knock, I think you pronounce it Versica or something like that. It's the 1 liter bottle. I absolutely love this system. And instead of having, when you're squeezing it, instead of having to unscrew it, squeeze, unscrew it, squeeze, you just squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then once you get to the bottom, you just squeeze it more. It worked out perfect. And I just prefer this over the Smart Water bottle. Kept some hand sanitizer out here. And this come in real handy. I ended up touching some poison oak or poison ivy a couple times, and I found if you take some hand sanitizer, put it on like as soon as you notice you touched it, you don't catch it, at least in my case, because this saved me a couple times, because I put my hand right in it going up something I wasn't paying attention, and it was all up my arm and everything. I stopped and took that out my pack, put it on there, and I never got it. So apparently it works. Something I didn't use a single time. My Z-Pax Virtus rain pants. I still have not been in a crazy rain to really test these out, other than walking up and down the road. But for the weight, I don't think you can really beat them so far, but like I said, I haven't been in a torrential downpour with them yet. And my Montbell Versalite rain jacket. I didn't take any rain mitts or anything like that like I usually do, because there's only like a 10% chance of rain 2 or 3 days. But the only time I seen rain was my last day right after I got in my tent. It come one heck of a storm. Yeah, this is the Montbell Versalite, same one I've been using. I really love this thing because of the pockets where they're high up. And inside you have the cord where you can tighten it. This is just my all-time favorite rain jacket. If it ever gets torn up all to pieces, I'll probably buy another one. Alright, a state bag. This is in the Hilltop Packs. Custom printed bag, the vampire killing kit. I had 2 of these Easton nail stakes, the 8-inch ones, and 8 of these little Gossamer Gear V stakes. Alright, this is my little ditty bag. It's a Hilltop Packs medium roll top bag. Not going to go into this too much because I've gone over it a million times. This is just my meds. It's pretty much empty. My first aid and repair kit. I've gone over this many times, but it's just some earplugs, a little knife, a patch kit of different assortment kind of tapes, and a tick key and a couple other things. And it's just all in a small light AF first aid bag. And I normally would have my toilet paper in here too, but I ran out completely my last day. And then I just have my Deuce of Spades trowel. I keep that in a little Ziploc just to keep it from, help protect my bag just a little bit. Alright, that's everything on the outside of the pack. I also had 2 1-liter Smart Water bottles, but I threw them away because I was taking the bus home. So I wanted to make my pack as small as I could so I can take it on the bus with me. I just had this little pack towel, and I'm replacing this with something I'll show y'all in a future video. And I have my Peak Designs capture clip that I hook my camera up to. This is just the tag from the bus. Alright, let's get into the pack. This is where I kept all my camera stuff, my electronics, and so on. And just my catch-all bag. This is my rock bag. It's the Hilltop Packs Best Damn Rock Sack with 50 foot of ingot. My Nightcore NU25 headlamp. Love this thing. It's the best headlamp out there for the weight, in my opinion. I have my lens hood to my 18 to 135. I have the lens caps for the back of my 18 to 1, my Sigma 30, and my actual camera itself. I have my pad strap to my quilt, and I never used this a single time because I was about to burn up every single night. I don't know why that's out, but this is just a little bit of DCF tape. This is all my electronics I took, and it was overboard. This is the Rosla 26,000, but it's really a 13,000. But this thing charged my phone five days in a row. So that was pretty awesome. I wasn't expecting it to do that, but it did. This is another Anchor 13,000 that I never touched a single time until I got on the bus. So yeah, I carried the extra. I had that 26,000, a 13,000, and another 13,000. I figured I would need it where I'm vlogging and everything. But that camera was so efficient on battery, I didn't have to charge it near as much as I thought I was going to have to. Because this is that was the first actual long hike I've took that camera with me. The rest of them's just been like 50 miles or less. So now I know, so I won't have to carry as much battery for upcoming trips. I have my Alki dual port wall charger. It's a 60-watt charger to where it will charge my power banks really quick, and it's dual port. I have my dual battery charger for my camera. Don't really have to have that because I can charge it with, like, just plug the cord up to the camera. But I like having it to where I can just charge it like this, because a lot of times I still want to use my camera and I don't want to have it tied up to a charger charging it. I just have a USB-C cable, a micro USB cable, and then my other cable to my phone was in my fanny pack. And I just have these two little things. One's to transfer video, one's to transfer photos, because Sony and Apple do not get along, and I can't just use the regular SD card reader and transfer video like you can with Canon and so on. And only other stuff in here is just some silica packets to absorb moisture. Alright, the first big change, the Z-Packs Ultraplex. When I was at Trail Days, Matt from over there at Z-Packs messaged me and told me to come over there. And whenever I was over there talking to him, he said he'd be back in just a minute, and he threw me this. So like I said, was just saying, I did not pay for this out of my own money. Was not asked to do a review or anything. He just said I'm out there killing it, out there doing it. He wanted me to have it. So, appreciate it. Thanks so much, Z-Packs, for the support. And it really, really means a lot to me. And this thing packs down way, way smaller than that. But the way I pack in my pack, I had it flat like this, and I had it up against my back, and then my food bag on the other side of it. And that worked out awesome. But this tent, I won't go into too much detail about it right now, because I plan on doing a comparison video between this, the 6 Moon Designs Lunar Solo, and the Gossamer Gear, the One. So y'all will find out all about this tent whenever I do that video. It'll be coming out really, really soon. Alright, I ended up taking 2 food bags. I could fit it all in this, but it made the pack ride a little bit weird. So I put my snacks and stuff in one bag, and then I put my dinners and stuff in my Hilltop Packs custom printed food bag. And then this is the Superior Wilderness Designs roll top lunchbox. Same kit I've been using for the past 2 years or so. The Evernew 900 milliliter pot with the Lightsmith crossband to hold it together. Trail Design Sidewinder cone with the Kojin stove. The most fuel efficient, most efficient alcohol stove I've ever used, and that's my go-to stove setup for any hike, unless it's somewhere I'm required to carry a canister because alcohol is not allowed. I have my Totes long handle spoon with the polished bowl. Y'all know I love the polished bowl, it's just more pleasant to eat from. And my 8-ounce flip-top fuel bottle. In 9 days, I went through 10.5 ounces of fuel. So that wasn't bad at all. I had this, and then I had about that much of a bottle of heat. And once I got this thing down low enough, I poured that in it, and then I carried a empty bottle of heat with me until I got to sassafras. There at the bathrooms, the door was unlocked and there was a trash can there. This is the Hyperlight Mountain Gear Repack. Love this thing. It works so much better than just the regular Reflectix type thing you can make at home. So worth the money. Alright, almost done. Inside here, thankfully I didn't have to use this. But this is my Z-Packs roll top fleece lined pillow. I carry this in case my actual pillow gets a hole in it. This is the Trekology Olaf 2.0. Love this pillow. It is super comfortable, and it has this strap to where you don't chase it all night. I've tried many pillows, but this one's mine, and the one I like. And then I have my Thermarest Neo Air X-Lite. Y'all all know I absolutely love this pad, and so far, no holes in it. Knock on wood. But yeah, I absolutely love that thing. Now we're getting to some things I would have changed. And I absolutely would have changed one thing if I would have come home after my section hike, but I went straight from my section hike down there. This is the Montbell Cool hoodie. They need to change the name from Cool to Burning Up. This thing was awesome first thing in the morning when it was just a little cool. But this is a sun hoodie. You're supposed to be able to wear it when it's hot out, when it's real sunny out, and protect you from the sun. I absolutely roasted in this thing. I wore this thing one day and I sweated so bad I can't stand to smell it right now. So this will not be coming with me anymore until fall hiking season. I think this thing would be a perfect hiking top layer for mid to late fall. Whenever it's like in the 50s, this would be perfect. But until then, it is no longer in my kit. But I gave it a try. Been wanting to try it. It's not very cool. I kept my socks in here to keep them separate so I didn't have to chase them everywhere, because I have a hard time keeping up with socks. Two other things I never used: my Z-Packs Possum Down gloves and my Z-Packs fleece beanie. Never ever touch them. So that you definitely don't need in South Carolina. And I had 3 pairs of socks, one on my feet, 2 extra. These are the Darn Tough kids size small, and I actually gotta get 2 new pair because I'm starting to get holes rubbing through. But that's a good thing about Darn Tough. You can contact them and send them your old socks and they'll send you new ones. This is my QU Peloton 97 fleece. I know in my video I was saying I was going to take my lighting equipment toward Apex. I am so glad I didn't. Now I actually did use this. I was so hot in my quilt I couldn't sleep in it. But I was too cold just sleeping in just a t-shirt. I put this on, I was perfect. Like I would fall asleep like this, and then about halfway through the night I would just kind of barely cover myself up. But this is becoming my absolute favorite mid layer. Perfect for summertime, perfect for winter as a base layer. Love this thing. That's the QU Peloton 97. It's just an awesome piece, and it only weighs 5.2 ounces, and it's a men's size large. Here is where I messed up. That's it for the pack. I just got a trash pack compactor bag. I took my 30 degree, my tried and true. But if it's over 50 degrees, I cannot sleep in this thing. For a 30 degree quilt, this thing is so warm. Like, I never once put my feet in here And like when I was saying, I was just barely cover up. I'm just meaning kind of like this. The coldest night I had was 52, and I was even burning up then. I have a Mountain Lord Designs FKT quilt. It's a great quilt, but it's really old. So I'm probably going to end up getting me a new quilt, probably like a 40 degree, either down or synthetic. I ain't decided which company I'm going to get yet. I don't know if I'm going to get hammock gear or if I'm going to get something else, but I'm definitely going to get me a summertime quilt. Because the FKT quilt, it works good, but anytime it gets below like 55 or so, it gets a little chilly. Just where it's so old, and sheet insulation that's on it, it's broken apart, so there's a gap here, a gap there, a gap here, a gap there. So that's something I definitely gonna have to get. But yeah, that's everything I took with me on my Foothills Trail through hike. It all worked out amazing, except for this quilt. I love it, but it's too warm. And the only thing that really did not work out for me was that Montbell Cool hoodie. It's just too, I can't use it in the summertime. No. But like I said, around 50 degrees or so, that thing would be awesome. So yeah, y'all stick around with me. Got plenty more content coming. Be some gear videos and stuff until I get my new prosthetics, which should be within the next week or two. I'm really hoping. But yeah, I'm just sitting here rambling now. I've held y'all up long enough. Hope y'all all had a great day. Have an even better night. And I will talk to y'all on the next one.